Imagine a tree, solid, stately, stoic. Now picture it as liquid, fluid, flowing, dynamic. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? Yet there's a fascinating blend of science, culture and art that paints a different picture, one where trees embody the essence of liquid. This may seem like a radical concept, but it's one we're going to delve into, exploring every nook and cranny, every branch and root. We'll trace this idea back to its roots, looking at historical perspectives and ancient myths. We'll delve into the science of tree biology, examining how trees transport water and nutrients. We'll explore metaphorical interpretations, the role of sap and resin, and how this concept has been portrayed in art and literature. We'll also address modern perceptions and debunk some myths. But for now, hold on to that image of the liquid tree. So let's dive into the liquid world of trees. The idea of trees as liquid is not new. It has roots deep in our history and culture. In fact, the seed of this concept was sown in the fertile soil of ancient myths and folklore, where trees were often portrayed as vessels of life-giving fluids. Indigenous cultures around the world revered trees, not just for their solid wood, but for the vital liquids they harbored. From the sap that served as a lifeline for many tribal communities to the resin used for rituals and ceremonies, the fluid essence of trees has always been recognized. In some cultures, the tree's ability to draw water from the ground and release it into the air was seen as a magical process, further emphasizing the liquid nature of trees. And in various ancient myths, trees were believed to hold the elixir of life, reinforcing their association with life-sustaining fluids. These ancient beliefs, while fascinating, are just the beginning of our liquid tree journey. The biology of a tree is a marvel of nature's engineering, a complex system that in many ways mirrors a liquid's behavior. Imagine a network of highways, not on land, but within the sturdy trunk and sprawling branches of a tree. These invisible pathways, known as xylem and phloem, are nature's ingenious plumbing system, transporting life-sustaining water and nutrients from the roots to the farthest leaves. The xylem, functioning like minute straws, pulls water upwards against gravity. This remarkable process, called transpiration, is driven by the evaporation of water from the leaves. As one water molecule departs, it pulls along the next, creating a continuous chain or a liquid elevator rising to the top of the tallest trees. On the other hand, the phloem transports food produced by photosynthesis from the leaves to all parts of the tree. This two-way traffic system operates much like our blood vessels, delivering nourishment where it's needed and carrying away waste. Trees, in their silent, stoic existence, are constantly in motion. Their sap, akin to our blood, flows continuously, driven by the forces of nature. The sap's journey begins as raw water and minerals drawn from the soil, transformed into nutrient-rich food in the leaves, and then distributed throughout the tree. But trees don't just passively transport water and nutrients. They actively control the flow, adjusting to environmental conditions. For example, during a drought, trees can slow down or even stop the flow of sap to conserve water. The scientific marvel of trees isn't limited to their internal fluid dynamics. Trees also interact with their environment in liquid-like ways. They absorb carbon dioxide, release oxygen, and even communicate with each other through a network of roots and fungal threads known as the wood wide web. In essence, the life of a tree is a ceaseless flow of energy, nutrients, and information. It's a living, breathing entity, constantly changing and adapting, much like a body of water continuously reshapes its course in response to the landscape. Science may not literally deem trees as liquid, but their internal workings are certainly fluid. The sap and resin of a tree, its lifeblood, are indeed liquid and vital to its survival. Let's delve into understanding these fascinating fluids. Sap, a watery solution, carries necessary sugars, hormones and minerals throughout the tree, from the roots reaching deep into the earth to the highest leaves that dance with the wind. It's like the bloodstream of a tree, keeping it nourished and alive. Now, resin, on the other hand, is a bit thicker, almost gel-like. This sticky substance serves as a tree's immune system, sealing wounds and deterring pests and diseases. It's a tree's own natural band-aid and bug repellent. Isn't it amazing how nature works? These liquids, sap and resin, flow through the tree, providing nourishment, protection, and overall vitality. So while a tree's bark may be solid, its sap and resin are a testament to its liquid life. Beyond the scientific, the idea of trees as liquid has seeped into our art and literature, shaping powerful metaphors and symbols. Like a river which adapts to its terrain, trees too are seen as fluid entities, ebbing and flowing with the passage of time. In literature, a tree's sap is often likened to the lifeblood of nature, a potent symbol of vitality and renewal. Famed poets and authors have used this imagery to great effect, from the ancient Greek story of Daphne transforming into a laurel tree to escape Apollo's pursuit, to Tolkien's Ents, the tree herds in Lord of the Rings. Trees are portrayed as dynamic, almost sentient beings. In visual arts too, the fluidity of trees is captured in myriad ways. From Van Gogh's swirling cypress trees to Hokusai's The Great Wave off Kanagawa, where the wave and Mount Fuji almost mirror a tree and its sap. Art and literature thus contribute to our perception of trees as fluid entities. So is the idea of a tree being liquid fact or fiction? Let's debunk some myths and misconceptions. In this world of information overload, it's easy for misconceptions to take root. Some might believe that trees are literally liquid, given their ability to transport water and nutrients, much like our own bloodstream. But scientifically, a tree is a solid structure. Its cells are filled with water, yes, but they are encased in a rigid cell wall made of cellulose, a solid material. Where does the confusion come from? The answer might be as fluid as the topic itself. Social media platforms, with their penchant for sensationalism, often amplify such myths. A catchy headline or a mesmerizing image can spark curiosity and propagate misleading ideas, like trees being liquid. But let's not entirely dismiss the concept as fiction. While trees are not liquid in the literal sense, they do share some characteristics with fluids. Look at the way trees transport water from their roots to their leaves, a process known as transpiration. This movement of water, nutrients and sugars is akin to the flow of a river, isn't it? And then there's sap, the lifeblood of a tree. It's a fluid that serves many purposes, from nourishment to defense. The sap of a tree is as vital to it as blood is to us, and just as our blood keeps us alive, sap ensures the survival and growth of trees. It's a liquid that quite literally keeps the tree, a solid structure, alive and growing. So while the idea of a tree being a liquid might be a myth, it's one rooted in metaphorical truths. Trees, though not liquid, exhibit fluid-like properties in their biology and life processes. They are a testament to the fluidity of life, the constant ebb and flow of energy and resources that keep our Earth alive and thriving. While trees may not literally be liquid, their biology and symbolism certainly echo the fluidity and dynamism of this state of matter. Our journey into the liquid world of trees has been fascinating, unveiling a mix of science, culture, and art. We've delved into the roots of ancient beliefs and myths, traced the intricate scientific pathways of water and nutrients, and bathed in the rich sap of metaphorical interpretations. In this exploration, we've surfaced with a deeper appreciation for our leafy companions. Trees, as we've seen, are not just static entities. They are vibrant, flowing ecosystems in their own right, coursing with life-sustaining liquids, and they breathe life into our own existence. From the sap that serves as their lifeblood to the artistic depictions that capture their fluid essence, trees embody a liquidity that transcends the literal. They're a testament to the fluidity of life itself, a living metaphor for change, growth, and resilience. Trees may not be liquid in the literal sense, but their fluid essence is undeniable. So the next time you look at a tree, see if you can imagine